Thank you for joining us today. Today, we're going to discuss the hijab and how it can impact on people who wear it in society. We're joined by Amina Atiq. Amina, can you just outline what exactly the hijab represents for you?
So the hijab, if I would describe it in one word, I would say it's like a protection. It protects me from a lot of things and more like a spiritual, it empowers me spiritually.
Yeah.
But also, it's kind of like I give you a scenario, like a non-Muslim would come up to me and say, would realize that I have a hijab on,
Yeah.
of course, and would hand out his hand and be like, "Can I shake your hand? Sorry." And I just find that so powerful.
Yeah, no, of course.
Because it kind of like, it's just a cloth. I mean, I buy my hijabs from local shops or, the street market. So it's kind of like the fact that this piece of cloth on my hair can cause someone to kind of like stutter whether they can shake my hand or not. I see it's like a wrapping, it's a protection. So it kind of, the symbolism is very, very powerful. So to me, I kind of really, really enjoy wearing it.
Yeah.
It's part of me, and also I don't have to say anything. A lot of people will know that I'm Muslim.
Yeah, of course. Have you worn a hijab since you were a child as well?
Yeah, I wore it. Well, I started wearing it in year 7.
Okay.
As soon as I went into high school. But my reasons were I only wore it because all the girls wore it at that age. If I was to go back in time, I wouldn't have wore it in year 7. I would have wore it a little bit later, only because I don't think I valued it as much as I do now. And
And throughout your time wearing the hijab, I mean, have you ever experienced any discrimination or abuse purely because you have been wearing it?
Yeah, of course. From school, I mean, from year 7 till today, but more in school. I went to a very, it was very, very far from our community, and we faced a lot of racism, only because I feel like because there was a lot of us, and you could imagine what that would look like. I mean, there was like 30-40 of us getting on the same bus, and we used to be targeted every single day, and it was really sad because we weren't able, like myself, like if I wanted to stay for after school clubs, extra maths or extra English, I wasn't able to because I knew that I had to go home with everyone else so that I feel safe.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of us missed out stuff that we could have been able to kind of like do after school. But I kind of still defended myself. I mean, I was one of the girls that was quite vocal.
Yeah.
But I faced consequences. I mean, there was times where I was beat up, nearly threatened with a knife. But I mean, like, my mother's always quite protective over me, and obviously saying to me, you don't have to always speak up. But then I always feel like it's necessary that we have to speak up, because if I don't, then who will?
Yeah.
And I felt like it was a responsibility. I mean, I could speak more about like what happened and how I nearly got threatened with a knife, but that's not even the case. It was more of 5 years of literally name calling, abuse, and now it's not even, it's getting worse today. I mean, with all the Islamophobia, media and the propaganda and everything else, a lot of people are more vocal, and this idea of free speech, and everyone's become quite confident. And so what was happening 5 years ago will only get worse today.
Yeah.
So I do fear for like the young girls that are going to school now.
And obviously you speak of it getting worse today. I mean, how do we as a society, do you think, get past some of and tackle some of these issues at large in the future?
Gosh, I mean, I would say defend yourself, but then obviously there's consequences. So, like, I had to face issues where I'm gonna have to put myself in a situation where I had to get myself beat up for speaking out. But then I wouldn't recommend that, because then I don't want young girls to be in danger. But then, I mean, if we see history, if we look within history, people had to face some kind of suffering to kind of like change something. But then I would recommend that we don't fear. We remove that fear, because I feel like fear will only segregate us and not integrate, get to know each other. I mean, communication is one of the biggest and the most important element to kind of like break them barriers.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, it's a tricky one because me as a person, I'm quite brave.
Yeah.
But not everyone can be brave, and that's something that I would always recommend in every situation. So, but I will say, don't integrate, get to know each other, build that communication, because then obviously we'll get to know each other a little bit more, and then stereotypes will be removed.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. It's been shocking to hear some of the experiences that you have been through, and very eye-opening, but thanks for sharing that with us today.
No problem.
Really do appreciate it. Thank you all for watching as well today.